Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I said this many times. I predicted that after the Ukraine war, or maybe even during the Ukraine war, there will be some criminal actors in Ukraine and not only that will have access to the Western weapons provided by the West. And I mentioned two of them, which are the drones with the explosives underneath and the javelins, the anti-tank rocket launchers. So those things were sent to Ukraine and are being sent right now to Ukraine in the numbers of, I think, thousands, at least drones. So those drones are very small, are not big. And I said, after the war, or even during the war, some bad dudes, bad interests, criminal gangs will get their little claws on these weapons and they will start settling their scores with whomever they want. They don't like a politician, let's say in the West, who's going to talk about, I don't know, implementing certain policies in his country in the West, let's say in the Netherlands. And these guys will not like that guy and they will use drones and javelins to, you know what I mean. And that's not only in Europe, easily in the United States of America. I think that already started. I warned them. Why? Because the weapons that are sent to Ukraine, many of them are, I think, unaccounted for. There is, due to, I would say, rampant Ukrainian, how do you call that? I don't know, lack of attention to details, these weapons will end up corruption. That's the word I was looking for. A lot of weapons will end up on the black market. I already see signs for this in the United States of America. I will show you in a minute a video that I made on that one. And the fact that Zelensky yesterday said, I don't know where about $100 billion in aid went. So he said about $100 billion. He doesn't know where it's at. He said he received only, those are his words, only $76 billion in weapons, but doesn't know where about 101 billion are. So let's start with the article that confirms, and finally the polls now, this is what the politicians do. They screw up and then they are the ones solving the screw up they are responsible for. I'm going to show you the Polish President Duda. Russia Today, 3rd of February. Polish President warns of crime threat from Ukraine. With the country in ruins, Ukrainian veterans, he can't talk about the weapons yet, could turn to criminality after the conflict ends. Andrzej Duda has warned. The end of Ukraine conflict could trigger a surge in international organized crime. Thank you very much. This is a confirmation. As thousands of veterans return to no jobs or prospects for work, Polish President Andrzej Duda has warned. In an interview with the Financial Times published on Monday, Duda expressed concern that once the fighting is over, criminal activity could spill over from Ukraine into neighboring Poland, potentially even affecting the EU and US. I'm for hire, guys. All right, it was obvious, but hey, you know why? You can make your own, arguments or fake reality, but the truth is out there. I mean, you can ignore it, but that's not gonna pretend the truth to be there. You can ignore it. Say, I'm hiding from the reality. The reality will continue to exist even if you ignore it. So these guys knew this. I guarantee you they knew this, but they didn't care. And now they pretend like they are coming to warn you because they care about you. No. Duda was the president and what's his name? Tusk now is the prime minister. They continue the same policy, which is arming Ukraine. And now they're afraid these guys will come over. And it's not only the veterans. I think the corruption in Ukraine allowed a lot of US weapons, and I mentioned only two. I don't have to mention more than that. Two is enough to destroy a lot of things, if these guys choose to. Right here, it says, just recall the times when Soviet Union collapsed and how the organized crime went up in Western Europe, but also in the US. Now, it is talking about petty crime. organized crime was petty crime. Now I suspect it's going to be political nations. That's what I think is going to be. These guys are going to go for you, Duda. When Duda is going to say, let's say tomorrow, we're not going to allow Ukrainian products, let's say grain, to go untaxed through Polish territory and invade our market, therefore killing our, agriculture sector, he's going to be targeted by a few drones and a javelin when he takes off with his presidential plane. Don't you think? Don't you think? And then when Donald Trump says, you know what, we're not going to provide Ukraine with any more support and we're going to decide, what do you think these guys can do here? Look what's going on in the southern border. You can come with semi-trucks over there if you want. You can. A drone is like this. You need 50 times to go back and forth with a briefcase. That's all you need. And you got 50 drones with explosive as well. And 50 with 50 commands, 50 guys from 20 kilometers or 20 miles away from Washington, D.C. Have you seen a javelin? How big it is? Did you see how big it is? And the rockets? You can stick that in your ass. All right? If you want to cross the border legally. I'm just kidding. All right. So this is what Duda tells us. Just imagine the situation when we have got thousands of people coming from the front line, coming back home. Yeah, but if they don't have weapons, they can just do nothing. Those people who are fighting with Russia, a lot of them will demonstrate mental problems. All right, then you shouldn't have started garbage. Many will suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder as they return to their villages, their towns, where they will find ruined houses, ruined plants, ruined factories, no jobs and no perspectives. Now, Duda is the guy who's empathetic. No, you should have thought about it before. So let's look at this one. I made this video yesterday. Zelensky lost, quote unquote, $100 billion of US aid. He whines he received only $76 billion. Zelensky Stein, you all owe me something. And these are the articles that I always post in the description box, so you can find it if you want and verify. I hope you do. And this is another video I made, I think 2 days ago. And right here, Mexico cartels declare war on US. I predicted it. Cartels authorize drone explosives use against US personnel and agents. I told you. That's what it is. And these are the articles. It was not hard, my friends. It was very, very easy, actually. It's very easy. But that tells me that these guys in charge of us, could be, because if you know something is going to go bad and you keep your mouth shut, on the contrary, you keep adding to it, that will make you a participant in the crime. Is that how it's called? Something like this? No? So I think Duda coming now and telling us, like the American politicians, they create garbage and then they come and say, oh, politicians, I don't want to lump them all in, but nevertheless, come and they create the problems with their policies, and they're the ones to warn us, and they will protect us from the consequences of those. Look at Great Britain with their immigration policies. And now they're, oh my God, we're too many here, something is going on. No, you are responsible. Same with Canada. Maybe we should just, like Germany. Oh, now alternative for Germany picked up big momentum. Oh, no. Now everybody is a friend of, we should talk about the immigration, refugees. No. Go back to Merkel and start with her. When she accepted about 2 million, just like this, if I remember correctly, start with her. I will indict her right there. That's a crime. Oh, you have immunity? My friends, as I said, these guys are wrecking societies for generations. And then they tell me to work within the system. Like, all you can do in a democracy, just vote them out. That's the punishment. I don't think that's the punishment. I would not stop at it. You have a criminal responsibility as well. A legal responsibility. If you commit a crime, and it's not a crime, you destroy a country, generations. Like, for instance, with the COVID mandates, orders, edits. They destroyed a lot of people's, I'm talking about children, just to mention a few, right? Children's emotional state. They create a lot of problems. Is anybody paying? No, they don't even talk about it. Why? Nothing to see here. It's the same. And they are the gonna come and say, well, how about we start some medical programs for them, for the mental health, with some pills. That's how they solve problems here, with pills and counseling. Counseling, which is, temporary pussy tampons. That's what it is, mental tampons in this case. That's why it's just tell me I'm listening, I'll take your money. It's not only like that, I'm exaggerating, but that's the counseling. And the pills, you give me the pill to what? To be drugged up, not to feel pain? Why don't you solve the problem? It's harder. It's harder to recreate, mental, how should I put it, training into having the right way of thinking. I know I don't understand many things, and I don't know anything about this because I'm a baboon. But nevertheless, give them pills, right? Look how over-medicated the youth and the children are in the United States of America. And you expect them to be productive members of the society, and when they have children, you expect the children to be healthy after they were given pills all the time, and they all this. Oh, it's okay with, that's so cool, man. Look at what's his name, Snoop Dogg. That's fantastic, right? And then they have children, and the children will be with problems, and who's going to support them? The older generation or the immigrants who come from healthier environments where they don't have access to this? All right, thank you very much for being with me again today. Things will happen, and it will happen in Europe, I guarantee you that. And they will point out not to the primary issue. They will go to the fifth issue, Putin's fault, or Russia's imperialism, or something like this. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.